met you in the summer, and I came to your town. We fell in love, then we burned it to the ground. And we could be together, baby, but I gotta leave soon. Everybody's listening now, but we got nothing to lose. When I met you in the summer.
Hey everyone, my name is Monica, and if this is your first time to my channel, welcome. Today I wanted to do what I eat in the day, because today that I'm filming this is Friday, although this is going to go up on Monday. I saw my other what I eat in the day, which I'll link up here. It's what I eat when I want to eat really healthy, but on Fridays is kind of like my cheat day, and I don't necessarily like that term. But Friday nights is date night for my husband and I, and we usually either go out to eat or we'll go do takeout and then come back home and eat. I tend to like to still do somewhat healthy breakfast and lunch meals and snacks, not because like I'm trying to count calories or anything like that. It's just if I have like too much salt, too much oil, too much processed food or sugar, then I feel really sick. So, you know, I'm still gonna eat relatively healthy this morning. So right now I'm going to make a smoothie, and it's gonna be kind of a smaller smoothie because we are going to Denver tomorrow morning, which I'm really excited about. I've done a lot of traveling over the last few years, and I've been out of the country for the first time. I went to Europe and several different places, but Denver just holds a special place in my heart because every time I go there I have so much fun. I always meet people and I always talk to people and hang out, and everyone there is just so nice. Like, it's probably my favorite city in the US that I've been to. So anyways, I'll have some what I eat in a day travel vlogs while I'm there. But for now, we're gonna get started with breakfast. And like I said, breakfast is gonna be kind of small because we don't have a lot of food because we're gonna be traveling. We're gonna be gone for a week. So I'm gonna have a banana, and I always make sure they're nice and ripe and spotty. Usually I have like 2 or 3 bananas, but this is the last one. And then I'm gonna do some frozen peaches because I'm feeling like more of a tropical smoothie. And then I'm just gonna have some orange juice. So let's start blending. I can't stay. Guys, I have to show you this. When we went grocery shopping last weekend, I saw this adorable little pig, and I was like, I have to get this. I mean, that's when you know you're vegan AF, is when you see little stuff like this and you just have to pick it up. I love pigs. I would adopt a pig if I could have one in my apartment. But until then, we're gonna stick with this little piggy, and I named her Ethel because it sounds kind of like ethics or ethical. That was really good. I know smoothies seem like it can just be really boring and predictable, but it's amazing how much fruit and frozen fruit there is out there. Like, you can always change up your smoothie. And since I only had enough of a smoothie for 1 glass, I'm going to make some oatmeal. I'm just going to do about a cup of non-dairy milk. I drink every kind of milk. Sometimes when I go to the store, I just grab one. This one is vanilla oat milk, and I guess that's kind of weird, or maybe it's not weird to like have oatmeal in oat milk, but it tastes good. We heat that up until it starts to simmer, and then we'll add the oats. Okay, now that the oat milk is simmering a little bit, I'm gonna add my oats. Regular old-fashioned rolled oats. And for 1 serving, I think it's about half a cup. So I used to get really inspired by other YouTubers when they have what I eat in a day and they make their food really pretty and fancy, and I did that for a while and I have the time to do that, I just don't have the patience. So I'm sorry, this isn't gonna be like pretty food, it's just gonna be like, this is what I'm gonna eat, especially because I'm editing today and working and trying to get up a video, and then also filming this for Monday, and I have to run a few errands. So this is almost like a what I eat in the day, semi-healthy, semi-unhealthy cheat day, and what I eat on a busy day or something like that. One of the things I like to add is maple syrup. I do this for every single time I have oatmeal, which sometimes isn't often, but I always just make sure to get 100% pure, so there's no added like sugar or anything like that. I like to just put a little bit in there. It's the only sweetener I use, especially because I don't have any fresh fruit. And then just like a little bit of cinnamon. Then give that a stir. Just wait a few more minutes for it to be the right texture. Okay, it's been a few minutes, so pour that in. Oh, it's really hot. Ooh, that steamed the camera. I should have known better. Sometimes if I have fresh ripe bananas, I'll put those in, or berries. Once in a while, I'll put peanut butter in. Not all the time, just if I feel like it. Sorry, I'm eating. And this is just crunchy, 100% natural. This one just contains peanuts and 1% or less of salt. We go through a lot of peanut butter in this house, so we buy the bigger jars. It separates, which is natural. And I'm just gonna take a tiny bit. I'm gonna sit down with my oatmeal and my smoothie and eat, and then I will see you guys probably a little bit before lunch. So this is one thing I love about Oregon, is it rains a lot. And I know that's something that probably sounds weird, like most people don't like rainy weather, but I don't know, I love it. Growing up in Florida, you know, it's a sunshine state, but it did rain a lot. And I remember falling asleep and taking naps sometimes as a kid and just listening to the rain, and that always helped me sleep. It just had such a calming effect on me. And I love water. I love rain, beaches, lakes, like water is my favorite element. When we traveled, it would rain sometimes where we were, and we would buy umbrellas as we were traveling and then bring them back home. And now I have like no idea where our umbrellas are, but it really doesn't bother me like walking in the rain. I've just pretty much given up on doing my hair. I used to wear my hair curly every day, and in New Mexico it's a dry heat, so there's really no humidity to like frizz up my hair. But now I'm just like, whatever, I've accepted it, it's all good. I don't know if this is gonna disappoint some people, but it turns out I am not gluten intolerant. I just found this out over the course of the last couple of weeks. I accidentally ingested some gluten when we went out, and I didn't find out till later, and I felt okay. I never got tested, but I just never felt that great when I was eating gluten. And I think what I realized was it's because when I would eat gluten, I would kind of go crazy. And as you probably know, most of the mock meats, almost all of them, are made from like Vital Wheat gluten. I wasn't having that and a lot of other processed junk foods. So I think it was just that when I'm eating healthier, I just feel better digestive wise. But when I was eating a lot of gluten, I would just eat a lot of processed stuff. Like I would eat bread and like mock meats and cheeses. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with like bread or anything, but it's just I wasn't eating enough whole plant foods, like enough fruits and veggies to, you know, feel good. Still gonna try to reduce my gluten intake a lot anyways, just so that I know that I'm eating healthier by cooking more beans, rice, veggies, fruits, lentils. So I'm eating more of those foods instead of more of just packaged foods. I do let myself indulge in some sugary processed dessert, usually on Fridays. Now I am taking you to a place called Voodoo Dougnut. And they're at a few locations throughout the US. Of course, there's one here in Eugene and Portland, and I think there's one in Austin, Texas, and there's a few others, but they're one of the only places that sell vegan donuts. And they tend to run out really fast. Like I only ever go there usually Friday nights, and they're almost all out of the vegan donuts, and all the regular donuts are still there. And I don't think it's because a lot of people are vegan. I think it's just because they taste like regular donuts, and sometimes they have a different variety of like flavors and toppings that are vegan than non-vegan. So I wanted to get there earlier, but it's about noon, so I'm gonna see if I can actually get a decent selection. So fingers crossed. This is Voodoo Dougnut.
They say Mike's about to blow though. Tell me something that I don't know. With the crowd bouncing like bogles, you can come on the tour bus, just please no photos. But they're out like Somo, cause we be going off on the off nights. Cause I've been on every single song I put my pin on. No, they don't know, or maybe they starting to. Cause I work so hard that it's hard to lose. Top spot, I'm taking that face to face. Got a bottle in my hand, I'm facing that. Cause if winning is a habit, then I've been an addict. Every night it's cinematic. When you roll with us, and we won't live forever, but I will remember when I met you in the summer.
Successful. I got way too many donuts than I needed to, but I think I got about 7 donuts. And of course I'm not going to eat these all in one sitting, but I'll share these with my husband over the next few days. Alright, let's see what we got. I took out a few of the duplicates. So this one is one of my favorites. It is cookies and cream. And these are yeast donuts, by the way. I like those more than I do the cake donuts. And I don't know what flavor this is, but it looked good. Yeah, I don't know, but it's really tasty. Blue and pink, and it has a little bit of peanut butter from a different donut on it. And then this one's fragile, so I won't take it out, but it's a little voodoo donut, hence the name. No animals were harmed in the making of these donuts, but it looks like one of the donut men were. Good things come in pink boxes, and I do love pink. For lunch, I'm gonna do something really quick. Probably some leftovers since we're not gonna be at the house. Need to eat some of them up. Just gonna have some of my leftover lentil soup, and I added some corn to it. Probably gonna have this whole container. You guys have seen this recipe in my other videos, so I'm gonna go ahead and make this, and we'll fast forward to the exciting part, which is going to be dinner. I have to give myself mental reminders to remember to drink water throughout the day. I don't know why it's so hard, but I always make sure to carry my water bottle, which is 25 ounces, everywhere I go, so keep hydrated. My favorite restaurant here in Eugene, it's called Cornbread Cafe, and it's this cute little diner that serves all vegan food, and it's like comfort food. So here we have jalapeno cornbread. It's not spicy though, it's actually pretty sweet. And then this is chicken fried tempeh. This is called mac and cheese. This is really good. Mac and cheese is one of my favorite dishes. And then we have coleslaw, which I didn't order, but they accidentally gave it to me. I actually ordered the mashed potatoes and gravy, so they gave that to me for free on the side, which is actually pretty cool because I really couldn't decide. I really like mashed potatoes and coleslaw, but you only get 3 sides. So growing up in Florida in the South, this is the kind of food we would eat normally. I wasn't a big fried chicken fan per se, which I know breaks the stereotype of being black, but I didn't like fried chicken because to me it was really greasy, and there was always a lot of like chewy parts, which I found out later were like tendons and ligaments. This chicken fried tempeh is so unbelievably good. It's way better than fried chicken. So now I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this meal.
And we could be together, baby.